In the midst of a global pandemic known as COVID-19, there is a level of uncertainty about how a year, decade, or future will be. With this uncertainty comes thought-provoking questions about our future. I've created a speculative design piece that looks in the future in 50 years. I've taken the opportunity to critique current social issues discussed in my manifesto and the consequence of following the notation of design as usual. In particular, I have decided to focus on the German pod scenario, which is an algorithmic disease management used to classify people in categories: the immune, the at-risk, and the untested. I have expanded and elaborated more on this to create a world where my speculative design piece will fit in. In this world, there is often unfair, unequal, and biased treatment towards the at-risk and is more evident towards the untested. This treatment has extended to schools, travel, and the way of living. Due to society relying on a clear identifier of an individual's health status, the untested, also known as the minority group, have a very limited access to education as most schools will not accept them in fear of a potential outbreak. This has resulted in most students seeking their education at home or going to schools that will accept them. The government decided to build an online platform called NextGen so that the untested can receive an education like the others. However, this system is different to the traditional education system. NextGen is run entirely without the need for a teacher. The educators are artificial intelligent robots called aidbots that look and act like a real teacher. Aidbots design a curriculum based on the students' performances and can adjust the curriculum to meet the individual students' needs. NextGen is a system that allows students to learn in the chosen subject in a self-paced mode. Just like any other education system, NextGen has due dates for assignments, has readings, tasks, and content to be completed. To move into the next grade, students have to complete all of these and have a passing grade. The aidbots are there to give immediate feedback, guide students in their self-paced learning, indicate to students when they may need to review a module again, and act as a support system. NextGen is paired with augmented reality glasses that connect via Bluetooth. AI enables the system to create strong animated visuals that take students through content in a fun and interactive way. Here is an overview of how NextGen works. It shows the user distressed and worried if she ever will have an education. It depicts her finding the platform and being introduced to one of the aidbots. It shows step by step how the platform is used, ending with the user feeling at ease knowing that the future is in the right hands. Even though NextGen is seen as good and useful on the surface, underneath it has consequences. These impacts include directly affecting the jobs of educators, possibly causing a surge in unemployment rates. An additional impact is the breach of privacy due to the use of artificial intelligence to gather personal data and information. The system can then sell this information to companies for them to target marketing materials. From most feedback gathered, it was noted that most users did not feel comfortable having an artificial teacher and would rather have an actual teacher. This highlights that NextGen was designed without the user in mind, but rather as a short-term solution. It represents a future where our education system has changed to one that is divided and segregated based on health status, very much like society today. It speculates what a potential future of a post-pandemic world would look like. It depicts how a hierarchy of status can cause a divide that is unequal and can affect our education system by turning to one that excludes one group from another. It shows a future that we as humankind do not wish to have.